make it better. Got to make it. Got to make it. Got to make it. Got to make it. Make it better.
Hey everybody, it's Osiris, and guess who we are? This is 15 Minutes, and we are live inside of the theater of Pacific Theater downtown LA, where Dance Camera West is having their 2015 celebration of dance from all over the world, but specifically here in LA, where they have managed to bring together all of Los Angeles' top choreographers and dancers. They really get into the community here. I have sitting in the theater with me the fabulous, she's beautiful, and I'm so impressed because she's a mom too. And she's doing all of this, but her name is Tanya Barber, and she is the executive director of Dance Camera West. Say hey, Tanya.
Hi.
Say, so what did we just witness? I am blown away. I saw like the best ever dance.
I'm so happy you enjoyed it. We're at the Palace Theater, the historical Palace Theater down in downtown Los Angeles. We had our 14th annual Camera West Dance Media Film Festival. We started with a live performance created by Jacob Jonas. It was a concept.
And he's with the company, right? Jacob Jonas?
He is his own dance company, which Dance Camera West, this is our 4th year having live performance, so we have brought in choreographers, dance companies to represent Los Angeles. So we use Los Angeles-based choreographers or dancers to do our live elements.
Right.
Our films are from around the world, so when filmmakers come in from Brazil or Israel or wherever they're coming in from, they also get to mingle with the local artists that we have, and it's a great pollination of the two.
Now, how did you, Tanya? I just love you, number one. I can tell you're a former dancer. For those of you who can't see her, she's nice and lean, and you can tell that she's been a dancer, but how did you get involved in Dance Camera West? What made you get involved with a nonprofit organization like Dance Camera West that does this sort of thing?
Well, I dance professionally and I produced films, and so I was introduced to Dance Camera West, and it was in a transition from its 10th anniversary, and it seemed like the right fit for me to step in at that time, and I've been running it for 4 years now. And
oh, you're doing a great job, by the way.
Thank you. We've been pushing our brand a bit. You know, you can a lot of times watch anything you want on the internet these days, right?
Yes.
But it's different to watch films and dance in a community, and we make that effort by making events with our screening. So it's not just seeing film, but you're either seeing some form of art being created or dance on stage, or it's an audience participant. We have a dance along where the audience gets to participate and dance along before the film and along with the film if they want to. So we do a free lesson at the dance along.
Now, what determines who is selected to be performed for Dance Camera West? What determines who gets, you know, invited to do Dance Camera West when you guys travel and all that? What determines all of that?
So we meet a lot of people throughout the year, and we start to mold together.
People that come in and out of LA, or when you're traveling with the company?
In LA
okay.
as well, we meet people, and especially with the local talent, we want to keep our fingers on that dial. So generally what happens is I start talking about our live performance element, and I start getting pitches. You know, I start getting people saying, oh, well, I have this idea, and you know, we are a nonprofit, we don't have a big budget, so it really is about a creative idea that can work within our locations and within our budget. So we listen to a number of different ideas and try to see what can fit. And Jacob Jonas, he's a young 23-year-old.
And very handsome.
23-year-old
All these good-looking men.
choreographer. He did a great piece at our kickoff last night as well.
Now the kickoff was here at the Palace Theater as well?
The kickoff was at UTA. We did...
and that was on Wilshire. Wasn't that this Wilshire Screening Room?
No.
Where was that
at
held?
The UTA
Oh, United Talent Agency?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, that was a little bit of a fundraiser as well as to launch the festival. Tonight was our opening night, but there was a smaller cocktail event last
Yes, it was more a private event last night, like a private reception. And then how long are we going to be, you guys are going to be here at Pacific Theater for the weekend?
You mean the Palace Theater?
Yes, the Palace
I know.
Pacific. The Palace Theater.
The Palace was just tonight. We're moving around the city a little
Where are
bit.
you going to be tomorrow?
Tomorrow we'll be at the Crest in Westwood
Oh,
for
wow.
our day screenings, and then in the evening we'll be in Santa Monica at the Aero.
Now I know there's 4 different things going on. Tonight there was this screening of all of the choreographers, and a lot of the local choreographers were here and dancers as well.
Right.
And then there's a focus on I read something about Millipede, Benjamin Millipede.
Benjamin Millepied's
Yeah,
documentary
Millipede,
we
yes.
screened last night.
Oh,
We screened it last
how was
night.
that?
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And people just loved it. It's really nice to see Benjamin work, and you can see his passion for dance, his passion that he gives to the dancers that he's working with. So it was a really nice insight for those of us that see LA Dance Project maybe from afar. So it's good to see the inner workings of his life and what brings creativity out for him.
Yeah, and what are some of the other things how long is the celebration going to be? Is it for 4 days or a week or?
We have 4 more days. It's
4
a
more
six,
days.
6 day
6 days,
festival,
yeah.
so we have 4 more days to go.
And every day the festival will be in a different location in the city, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so what can the audience look forward to? What other kind of things are you guys going to present?
Well, one of the highlights is tomorrow we're celebrating Technicolor's 100th anniversary, so we're showing an incredible film called The Unfinished Dance, and it has Margaret O'Brien and Sid Charisse, and it's a beautiful, beautiful,
Sid
beautiful dance film. It's
Wow.
Just, yeah, one of those. Then we have
Some other-
shorts,
yeah.
longer shorts, and an animation panel. at
By the way,
MOCA.
she mentioned the word shorts, audience, just so you guys know, the films are really, really short. Tonight was a celebration of Dance Cameras West short films. So just to, to be clear that some of them are short, and then some of them are feature films.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have a feature then playing at Red Cat.
Yeah.
The
And that's
Elizabeth
downtown
Strub-
here.
Yes, at Red Cat, the Elizabeth Strub documentary, and it, she is a creator artist that has had dancers dancing on the side of buildings.
Yeah.
It's a very,
Oh,
very
wow.
risk-taking type
Whoa.
of dance that she creates.
What is the name of that film? Don't stretch your head, because she's been working all night, you guys, and she's been here since 2 this afternoon.
It has to do with gravity.
Defying gravity, defying gravity.
gravity.
But for those of you, it will give you a good chance to go online and look at the Dance Camera West and see
Yeah.
the program, so that you can go if it's something you're interested in.
It follows her journey into creating this type of risk-taking dance,
And
it's
that's
so
amazing.
inspiring. So
Well, they had
inspiring.
something here tonight. Was that one of her things, the short film? It said Defy Gravity, I think?
No.
That wasn't it?
No. that
Okay, so it was
wasn't her.
it was another one.
Another one,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that was great. That short on Defy. Now, just so you'll know, I want to get this is Jacob Jonas,
Yes,
right? Jacob,
that's
can I
right.
get you on camera, please? Along with Don, can I get you two on camera with Tanya real quick? Just sit in the seat next to her. Just sit in the seat next to her. Just sit in the seat.
here?
No, right there,
here?
next to you, behind her, and just let her move over. Watch the cup on the floor. Just go right there, yeah. And I'm just, you guys, we are so fortunate. Now, I met Don downstairs, and Don told me you are the production director, the director?
He's the executive director.
He's the executive director of the company. You are the
Artistic
founder
director.
and artistic director of the company, which is your own dance
Jacob Jonas, the company.
Right,
Yes.
Jacob Jonas, the company. And then, of course, we know who Tanya is. So, Jacob, dude, man, I couldn't believe those people were up there. They were like 68 and 70 years old up there jamming it. So what is it like being the artistic director of a whole Dance Camera West? How is
I'm
that?
not the artistic-
I mean, of your own company, the
So,
Jacob
yeah,
Jonas,
I
the
partnered with
company.
Tanya.
Yeah.
My agent, actually, Julie McDonald, introduced me to her.
Right.
And, we met for coffee, and we discussed the possibilities of working together and came up with creative ideas to foresee last night's event of the kickoff. And we were discussing. She was discussing a very special, spontaneous moment that happened last year, and that we were trying to replicate, or not replicate, but find another moment that would be very special for the supporters of Dance Camera West and the donors and patrons of Dance Camera West.
Did you get that?
We did.
And I right then on the spot, one of my mentors, Donald Bird, I was in a creation with him a year and a half ago. And
You're from here? You're from LA?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's homegrown. Okay, so you were in a creation with him a year and a half ago, you
yeah,
said?
anyways, yeah, he was doing a revival of a piece he did 20 years ago. So he's in his
Oh, wow.
60s now.
Oh.
And we got in a point in rehearsal where he was just, he was so frustrated that his body couldn't move the way it used to. And that always stuck with me. And I always think about older people dancing and the importance that nobody ever retires as a dancer just because they're not,
They're not on the Billboard chart
and
for
so
100.
these are, I'm constantly thinking of
Nobody
things
stops
to,
dancing.
and then not only that, there's a big thing with ego, not just in this art form, because I think it's the lack of funding, and I think it's the lack of financial support, and so we're as artists struggling to find value in ourselves because we're not being paid enough.
Now, how do you, Tanya, Don, how do you guys as a company inspire people to support? I mean, I found out about Dance Camera West because I'm a former dancer myself. So I found out about Dance Camera West simply from my interest in dancing and been kind of following them ever since.
Well, do you mind?
Well, it's two separate things because Dance Camera West is different from.
Yeah, I know,
Dance-
I know, but he said he's partnering with Dance Camera West.
Right,
Just
right.
for-
So,
Yes.
But I think to answer that, I just started my organization. Last year we did a crowdfunding thing, and now we're like a legit organization, and we're
Okay.
starting fundraising efforts now. And what I'm learning is that to raise money, the work is important, the organization is important, but I think at the end of the day, you're building a brand, and how do you get people to support that brand? And I think the art, again, is important, the mission is important, but I think at the end of the day, you're creating an energy, or at least that's what we're doing with my company, and I know that's what she's doing, is you're building an energy and a platform for audiences, communities, to be inspired, to witness passion at its highest level, and people want to be associated with that. People want to feel good, and I think that's where money
We're all
comes in,
about.
is that people want to support people inspiring other people, like in a genuine, authentic level.
And I like the fact that you say that you guys offer partnering with people.
Yeah,
You
I
offer
think partnering
partnering,
is the only way
like
to
Jacob.
survive
Yeah,
as
you know.
As a nonprofit, you must partner. But the thing that I think that they to know and understand, and I think that they do, but sometimes it kind of gets lost in the
Translation.
Yeah, dance is something that we do, yes, capture it, but it's best in the form that we saw tonight in a live performance. And the way to keep that going is for audiences to buy a ticket and show up. That's really
Buy a
have
ticket, show up,
show
people.
Because it's not a picture that you take off the wall and resell over.
Right.
Our art is very different. So if the best way to support dance is not even a big check. It's not a big check. It is buy a ticket, show up. We need an audience to perform for, to share that energy with. And if you buy a ticket, one ticket for yourself, one for someone else, that pays the bills. It pays the bills. We did the budget ahead of time. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
I've been pounding this drum this festival because, a lot of times what happens is people, they want, where's my free ticket? Where's my free ticket?
And also, there's so many organizations that are popping up and that are claiming that they're doing this and they're doing that. So the authenticity of Dance Camera West is much, it's just like my heart goes out because it's such a fantastic way to incorporate community and corporate sponsors that can come in and see that this is a valuable thing. Besides that, LA is busting with creative energy right now.
And not
So
only that,
you were
can
going to
I
say something.
Continue on what she
Sure.
said. Ticket sales are important. Another thing is education.
Yes.
For this art form, because society needs to understand. You go and you watch, you buy the ticket. Maybe you've never seen a dance performance, or maybe you've seen 1,000 of them. But you go and you watch a performance, and you make your biased opinion about it, and you leave and you go home. Maybe you'll think about it the next day, maybe you'll think about it in 20 years. But they need to understand that we're rehearsing hours, days, months for that
Never
for that
ending.
1 hour. And we've worked, like, you can offer a man on the street an acting role, and they can do brilliant. You know, they can do brilliant in that movie. Never have acted before. You can find someone with a great voice and make them, you know, top of the charts. You can't hide dance. Dancers need to work.
Physically, it's a physical workout.
You need to be so good.
Yes.
It's like you can't be in the NBA tomorrow. And dancers need to be trained and treated like professional athletes as well as the education.
Okay, so we were talking about education, and Jacob was making a point about education is so important to know.
Well, the fact that it's, you know, I was saying athletes are treated ridiculously and given crazy amounts of money, and there's a competitive nature, so people are supporting them because they want to know who wins. And with the arts, nobody's winning necessarily, so you can't really support a team, but you can support artists, and it's hard. Like I was just telling her, we can, you know, people are interested in documentaries of musicians because they want to know their story, they want to know how they got into the art form, and, you know, just because there's one documentary of dance, there should be, you know, however many documentaries of different choreographers and artistic directors and organizations to see that there's no one right way of doing things, and to have a deeper understanding for different processes and different ways of working. And I said earlier, the whole idea of being devalued is that dance needs to, you know, because we're not paid enough money, we're focusing so much on selling our own brand.
Right.
What I tried to do with the piece tonight is prove that there's organizations and they're focusing so hard on their organization. And in the commercial industry, there's individuals and they're focusing so hard on their individual brand. But what's important is throughout all of it is that we all connect as a community,
Absolutely.
as an art form, and look at our art form as a brand and create a mission statement, a vision statement, and set values and goals and a strategic plan to get this art form to earn more revenue, to educate society, and to build communities and inspire kids to dance and people
In general.
recreationally, professionally, doesn't matter, but to be dancing more.
It's
to
good
show
exercise.
and to show the importance of this art form.
It's not just good exercise.
Don,
Here's
go
the-
ahead.
Here's the thing. that I
Expound
think-
upon that.
Well, tell him how
So
how we met.
just a second. The thing that I think that is missing with dance, like sports,
Yes.
everybody plays sports. How many people have you met who say, "Oh, I can't dance"?
Some people.
There's a lot of
A
people.
lot of people say
Dance
they don't think
But
the other-
dance is a major human activity. It's a fundamental human activity, but that's been lost. People don't know, especially in this country, don't know that they can dance and should dance and how important it is to dance. And I think that the sports and music, people support it because they have participated in it.
Right.
People haven't participated in dance, and so creating that participation. For myself, I didn't support dance until I started dancing, which was
Oh, and
only
he
about
dances
five-
too, you guys.
about
He's an
5 years
executive
ago.
director and he dances.
Yeah, I started dancing about 5 years ago,
Wow.
and that made me fall in love with other dancers and appreciate what dance is and what
And what it
professional-
does.
and what a professional can do as opposed to what I can do. And so, so by getting that out of the community, getting everybody dancing, then everybody's gonna love and support the art of dancing.
And that's important for everybody to do. Now, what the man said, just so you'll know, he said that dancing is more than a physical exercise. It is a necessity for human life. It is like water that we need to fill our thirst and every other food that we eat for nourishment.
But it's also the rawest thing. You can have a conversation with somebody for a minute. You can have a relationship with someone your whole life and still not know who they really are.
Absolutely.
You dance with
And
them
live
for
with them and not know who
but
they
I'm
are.
saying you dance with them for 5 minutes and you'll
Yeah.
know right then and there. When
Wow.
That's how we met.
That's a great
how we
idea.
met by-
How did you meet?
By contact improvisation.
Oh,
I went to
wow.
a contact improv class. He was here. I didn't even have a conversation with him, and we improv for 30 minutes or something.
And you were
together.
and you were
About 30
bonded.
minutes.
And we
And you
fucking
bonded.
And still in rehearsals, we'll be at work all day. He'll be at work all day doing administrative work. I'll go to a rehearsal for 5 hours, and in between rehearsals, he'll just be, we'll just start contact improving.
Yeah.
What kind of
That's-
artistic director contact improvs with their executive?
Nobody that I know of other than in Dance Camera Weston and Jacob Jonas, the company.
got
Okay, Tanya,
They're
we
wanting us outta here.
need to get out of here, people. We gotta go.
outta here.
Time is up. What I need to know from you guys, Tanya, if you'll give Dance Camera West anything you guys have on social media, your Instagram, your Google Plus, all of that, and give us the website. Go.
We don't have Google Plus.
Or Tumblr.
But
I have
we're
Google Plus.
dancecameraWest.org. You can get
DanceCameraWest.org.
.org. DCW.
You got Facebook page.
We have a Facebook. We
Dance
have
Camera
Instagram,
West. They have
Twitter.
Instagram, Dance Camera West. Everything is pound Dance Camera West or Dance Camera West. Hashtag Dance Camera West.
Hashtag.
So they have everything online. You guys, please look for them. I gotta let them go. They've done such a great job, and they need
And
to
then-
leave, and so do we.
And then mine is.
And then Jacob,
Jacob Jonas, the company is the name.
right?
Our website
Jacob,
is jacobjonas.com.
JacobJonas.com.
Our Instagram is Jacob Jonas the company. Our
Jake-
Facebook page is Jacob Jonas the company. We have a YouTube and Vimeo, and those are both accessible. You
Hashtag.
can, yeah. And
Okay.
then,
Jonas the company.
Okay.
Or Cameras and Dancers.
so I started
Okay,
a
good.
community event called Cameras and Dancers,
Okay.
which is a monthly Instagram meet. So all that research.
Oh, that's awesome.
If you go on our website, same with hers. There's
Got it.
ways to get on our mailing list so you guys can.
So
connect.
go on their website, give us some love, give them some support. I guarantee you, you won't regret it. It is a wonderful movement, so
Come and
please
see
get
us.
involved. And come and see them. They'll be all over LA this weekend for the next 4 days. Goodbye, 15 minutes to show. Thanks.